Welcome to the third installment of our video series, bringing the social science research enterprise at UC Berkeley directly to you. I have the good fortune of being joined today by Celeste Kidd, Assistant Professor of Psychology. She studies cognitive development, computational modeling, curiosity, and learning. And Celeste, thanks for taking some time with me today. I wanted to follow up on a recent interview you did and help to create some understanding around how people act on information. And it seems that very different behaviors stemming from facts, depending maybe on where you get it from, the formation of your own belief systems. How do people form their beliefs, and how is that changing in recent years?
Right. That is a great question. So I think that all of us have the sort of illusion or sense that all of the things that we know and believe we come to via reasoning or direct observation. But when you think about that for just a moment, you realize that's not possible. The world is way too big and way too complex for us to reason from scratch about everything. There's more information in the world than you could possibly ever intake. So all of our beliefs are inferences or smart guesses based on a very small subset of things that we have sampled from the world. It used to be that the way that you sampled things from the world might be more often walking around it, talking to a neighbor, talking to people, getting information that way. Increasingly, it's the case that rather than form information through those mechanisms, those are still relevant, but people are going online, they're sampling the information, but via platforms that are doing some kinds of curation of that content for them. So you don't go walk around your neighborhood and talk to people about what they believe. Instead, you're sampling beliefs from your Facebook news stream or something like this.
And that can create a siloed effect of information. How do we recognize when that's happening? And you use the phrase being intellectually humble to help keep ourselves open to new information. What does that mean, and how can we promote that in ourselves?
So humans have this system built in that's to prevent us from hyper-focusing and not exploring all of the things that there are to learn in the world. How it works is we're interested in something up until we reach some level of certainty. And once you become certain, you figured it out, you move on, and you don't want to hear anything else about that. You don't weight subsequent evidence the same way. That works pretty well most of the time. That does a pretty good job of teaching us a lot about the world. But when we're on platforms that curate the content in a way that is more likely to offer us a lot of matching opinions in a row, it may lead us to high degrees of certainty sooner than we would in a more naturalistic setting, and make us overconfident when we should not be. Recognizing that when you are online, the way that the content is offered may not match the distribution of beliefs that actually exist in the world is very important for staying, like you said, intellectually humble, meaning that in order to give yourself the best chance of forming beliefs based on the evidence, you need to know that how certain you feel is not the same thing as how certain you should feel. It's not the same thing as the strength of the evidence. Getting a bunch of opinions that all match in a row will lead you to feel very certain that those opinions are right. And that's not the same thing as weighing the strength of the evidence.
So tech companies that are operating and developing these platforms have a big responsibility here. How are they internalizing that responsibility? Do you see it being taken seriously? What types of steps are they taking? And maybe you could share your experience at the Artificial Intelligence Conference where you were recently invited to deliver the keynote. Just the fact that you were there represented a change. Can you tell us what you learned there and how the industry is adapting?
Sure. There's an argument that a lot of the tech companies made when people first started raising these issues. The claim was that what their role was to develop tools that were neutral to offer people information, and they were not the moderators of truth, is the kind of battle cry. The problem with that is we know that the way in which information is offered, for example, the order in which it's offered, has really profound impacts on the likelihood of people adopting a belief. If you are rearranging the order in which people see things, which all of the platforms have to do, they have to make decisions like that. Every decision that you make is going to have a different impact on what people are going to walk away from your platform believing. What we've seen recently is a shift towards more tech companies acknowledging the role that they play with all of the COVID-19 news. I am happy and think it's a good sign to see there being alerts and markers and PSAs and well-researched sources pushed in some cases alongside all of the social content that they're also contributing to what you're using to form your beliefs and then make your decisions in the world.
Well, thank you very much for helping to create some understanding and for all the work that you're doing. Hope you are safe and healthy, and best wishes to your students and the rest of the semester. And we hope to see each other on campus soon.
Yes, I will look forward to that.
Okay, take care.
Thanks.
Thank you.